What's going on, everybody? It's The Hype. It's Cody and Dan with you this week. This week, Topps football is back. We're going to talk about it. The checklist is out for Topps Chrome, the Gold Shields, the rookie premieres, everything we kind of thought was going to happen. Well, it's happening. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to dig into the checklist a little bit and maybe even talk about some products we'd like to see come back for Topps football. Plus, Kevin O'Leary, good, bad, ugly, all the above for the hobby. He's talking a lot, and I think we should talk about him just a little bit. I almost want this to be like
good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I'll say this. I'm gonna plant my flag right now. I want this to be the last time we talk about Kevin O'Leary on this podcast. That's kind of like, I want this to be the end all be all of the Kevin O'Leary discussion.
Don't know if we're going to be able to go multiple podcasts without talking about Kevin O'Leary, let alone not talking about him again. He's a hot topic.
He is a hot topic. Just ask him. He'll tell you.
No, he's into it.
Yeah.
He's into it.
But make sure before we get started, we got a promo code WWE. Topps Chrome WWE drops this week. And if you want to get in on that and much more, use code WRESTLE10. WRESTLE10 for 10% off all breaks at Mojobreak.com. That's limited to 50 total uses, one use per customer, and that code expires on April 13th, just before WrestleMania in Las Vegas. You gonna be watching WrestleMania in Las Vegas, Dan?
Man, I can't remember the last time I watched a WrestleMania. I think when last WrestleMania I watched, I think Hulk Hogan was in his prime.
Yeah. I'm still saying it. I think Tom Brady is going to be wrestling Logan Paul at some point.
Cool.
In that. I think it's happening.
Cool.
So maybe we get a Kirk Cousins.
It is
cameo
Logan
in Vegas?
Paul who is associated with WWE, not Jake Paul.
Not Jake. Jake is the boxer.
The boxer. Yeah. Okay.
And Logan is the wrestler / collector. I don't know if Jake collects. I'm assuming he does. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Sure.
And say he's also a collector.
Sure.
But yeah, that's probably going to happen. Yeah, maybe a Kirk Cousins cameo though. He's in Vegas now.
You like that?
172 million to
that number jumps off, but it really does look like it's just a 1 year, $20 million deal.
Exactly.
And he is going to be there to mentor Mendoza.
Right.
And I think he actually is a great guy to mentor a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And it gives him an opportunity to go out there and maybe play a half a season. There's no secret. I have been a huge fan of Kirk Cousins. I think he is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in football, at least like maybe not last year, but I think year in and year out, he's always been consistent.
I think this gives him like the Flacco path of like, he'll play half a season, be a mentor. And if like the Raiders are like, you know what, you've been playing well, but I think it's time for us to give Fernando a chance. Go off and play for a team that's like right on the bubble and maybe a playoff contender and give him a shot. So do good by him and just pass the buck. I can see that.
I don't think the Raiders are a Kirk Cousins away from being a team that's going to compete in that division.
Definitely
unfortunately.
Not.
So like, I think when he's out there, it's going to probably get very similar to the results that they had with Geno Smith.
Oh yeah.
But
you got to start.
You got to throw somebody out there.
You got to start somewhere. You got to put someone out there. Exactly. So, all right. Well, we'll see. Maybe he's also throwing some chokeholds, and I could see it happening. Coming out with a big chain, coming out with Tom Brady. Why not? It'd be fun.
Yeah.
With like the chain look he had when he was with the Vikings. Let's make it happen. Let's dig right into football. Let's just stay right on it. Topps officially has the NFL license once again. The Panini era is over. We kind of touched on it in the last episode, but we didn't really know the full details. Now we do. Did conveniently wait for April 2nd. Did not want to drop that on April 1st.
That's smart.
Pretty smart move.
Smart move.
Good business move there by Topps.
First Topps Chrome since 2015.
2015. So
2015 was the last Topps Chrome.
Yeah, it's been 11 years since we've had a Topps Chrome, and they did show the first look. There's just a little bit of the first look at some of the cards some of the new designs. If you are watching this, a few other ones.
You know what I do like that kind of pops a little bit? is the rookie logo, the rookie card logo. If you go back to that. Next,
oh yeah. Here, let me find that one.
It's got a little NFL shield in there.
Yeah, I do like that. There you go. There's the one. There's a look at Ashton Genty and Egbuka.
I actually think that looks very, very sleek. I like it.
It does. It looks really nice. Initial thoughts. Cards look good. It's Topps Chrome.
It's chrome, man.
It's chrome.
It's shiny. It's chrome.
Yeah.
It's gonna have parallels. You're gonna get all your refractors. I mean, what is there to dislike?
Exactly. Now, and the release was today. I believe.
I know what we're going to be able
recording.
to dislike. I know we're going to be able to say we dislike the price point.
Right, which I think it was out the gate. I can see right now if Topps still, because was it an EQL or was it just a traditional pre-order today? I wasn't sure. I didn't get to.
I believe it was an EQL today.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that out the gate it was $349 for the hobby, if I'm not mistaken, or was it less than that, or is it more than that? Don't quote me on that. I think Topps put it out, but yeah, it's almost certainly going to go up, especially with the addition of, we know the gold shield chase is in there, similar to how Chrome Basketball did it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the fact that they are coming out with Chrome? And do you think they're going to do this every year where they're going to put the debut patch and these shields in this product? I mean, This product doesn't need anything else to make it go absolutely nuts. Are we looking at like a $1,500 hobby box of Topps Chrome?
Probably. Yeah, I think that's what you're looking at right now.
Especially I'm not saying like what that's what's going to come out at, but like, you know, secondary market will do its secondary market things.
Right.
But man, like, and how many debut? Was it like 90 something?
98 subjects. So you are getting everybody here for the. I mean, again, it's just like how the debut patches in.
I'm surprised.
Football,
I mean,
basketball and baseball.
I don't know if they could do it for football. I guess they could, but like, what if they did like a regular Topps Chrome release and then an update Chrome, and the update Chrome has the debut patches.
Right.
So maybe you keep the shields, or you separate the shields into debut patches. You put one of them in an update, and you kind of spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, baseball has that benefit of having the update series. Basketball, football, we don't traditionally.
And I'm assuming
that.
I'm assuming they're going to have the traditional SKUs that we've seen in other Chrome, where you have the hobby, the jumbo, and the breaker delight, along with like the retail SKUs of like the megas and the value boxes.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned that price point of like what it could jump up to. And I mean, so basically there's years of Prism that we saw jump up to those prices or just a shade under those prices. And they didn't come loaded with logo mans and shields and the debut patches, which these are looking at. I think there's at least a few of those where you could say potential at least 6-figure cards for a few of those, especially those gold shields right out the gate, that Jaden and the Josh Allen and those. I think those are, you're looking at that. But of course, when we're comparing that to what we're used to for Topps Chrome, I know why. Yeah, you're going to get the complaints, but I think that's the way I'm looking at it is like, this is the Prism replacement for football collectors, and that makes, I guess, the price kind of makes sense in my head, and I know it's not going to make a lot of people happy saying that, but it's what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy for sure.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of. I mean, I didn't look on Twitter, but there's probably a lot of upset people on the EQL that didn't get it.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, it's to let you guys know, we are recording this on the day that the pre-orders dropped. You can still get a value box right now.
Oh, really?
On Topps.com. Yeah, for $40 you can get a value box. So you can't get one.
Them up.
It's still there.
Hey,
hanger boxes are gone. Which this is now the worst kept secret that apparently hanger boxes. Hangers got bangers, as we like to say.
Hangers got bangers. They should put that on the box.
Hangers got bangers. You get like
got bangers.
3 hangers versus 1 value, and you're like, okay. I'll take the 3 hangers over the 1 value. But that's just something that I don't know how true that is. We kind of put it to the test with Chrome Basketball, and
I heard that same thing, that the chrome basketball hangers were loaded, but
yeah.
you know.
I like that they're bringing the ultraviolet SPs. I'm such a huge fan of those. I'm really, really happy those are going to be in this. Why don't we have this in baseball yet? I don't get it, because they are, I think, for my money, I'll go out on a limb, I think it's the best SP that Topps has made since they've taken over either of these licenses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they look really nice.
Still think they have, they've done great with like the patches. They've done good with the designs. Cracking, we've said it before, cracking that SP code that Panini has done such a good job with over the last decade is where Topps needs to probably put a lot of their focus.
Yeah.
So, getting like an ultraviolet that ends up being the staple short print. I know they have the home field advantage.
Home field advantage, which I don't think...
Which is... It really feels like it's trying to go after the downtown.
Right.
Cool card, but definitely hasn't hit like the downtown.
No. Also notable, I just saw this on the checklist. So you've got the Gold Shield autos. You've also got a Gold Shield relic. I don't think they did that for... Did they do that for Chrome Basketball? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall if they did that.
I want to say they've done it in a couple high-end baseball products with the batter silhouettes. Though.
Yes.
They had autograph versions and non-autograph versions.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be insanely
I call it the
loaded.
batter silhouette.
Batter silhouette, not logo man.
Not the logo man.
Yep. Logo man is reserved for...
That's a different sport.
That's fine. Fair enough.
It's the Harmon Killebrew.
I think I think the hobby has spoken. It's a logo. It's MLB logo man. But you just say logo man, I feel like everybody knows.
Well, I'm going to call it a batter silhouette until the end of time.
Fair enough. I like that you're taking that stand.
I
appreciate you taking that stand. Yeah. This is going to be insanely loaded with all of these premier patches. And again, it's available on April 15th. So it's coming right around the corner. It's kind of nuts. But I did want to get into...
There's probably first day issue is going to get released within, I would say, probably early next week.
Yeah, I would imagine next week. We're going to see it very, very soon. So
that'll give you a jumping off point of where price wise this product can possibly go.
Yeah. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna get a lot of people talking about where we're at with the prices. But again, I just think you throw in the shields, you throw in the premier patches, you throw in the fact that it's the first one in 11 years. Just be prepared. Things are going to get nuts.
And look, the first Chrome basketball release, look what that did.
Yeah.
That performed insane. That was insanely. The product went through the roof. So that's any indication. Football is going to be nuts, especially with the added additions of the rookie premier patches and the shields.
Yeah. Okay. Hobby $349, jumbo $649.
$349
for a hobby.
Opening up their website and being like, we're just giving out free money.
But here's the thing that is football's dead right now. So this is going to be the litmus test of putting out a product that's way after the season with an underwhelming rookie class. I know it's Chrome and it's going to sell, but it's at some point it's well, why didn't the Panini stuff sell this?
The gold shields and the rookie premier patches are going to make it go absolutely bonkers.
And you got Tom Brady back in the products that you haven't had for a few years, right? So you're going to have that. Cam Ward will have autos, I'm assuming, and Jackson Dart will have autos, and all the guys that weren't in Panini products, but... I don't know. Isn't Football Collectors ready for Fernando Mania right now?
But we can have this question again. What do you think a hobby box, let's say a week after release, what is a hobby box?
And what's the breakdown? Is hobby just one auto?
I'll have to double check. I don't know if they have. Let me look up that detail. I would imagine, it's going to be your traditional hobby gets an auto, jumbo gets, we'll see. Because I know that in the the last few years they've been going less autos in the jumbos. So let me see if I can find a full breakdown of what you're finding in those ones.
Remember when Topps Chrome Jumbo would have 5 autos?
5 autos, yeah. That was the good old days.
Oh, yeah. Chrome Jumbo with 5. Now, I know, like with baseball, 4 of the 5 were relief pitchers a lot of times, and you hoped you got one nice big one. But, it is what it is.
Bowman Sterling used to be 18 autos.
18 autos.
18
Bowman Sterling.
in a box.
Man.
What were they thinking?
You could go and buy a pack of Bowman Sterling and get 3 autographs.
What were they thinking?
Those were the days.
It was, I remember when a dime bag cost a dime. That's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing.
There you go.
Kind
Exactly.
of the same thing.
Here you go. So,
and the thing about that is, it was maybe 60 autograph subjects, and you're getting you get a box, you get 18. So you'd get a case, and you probably get 2 autographs of every player.
2 in a jumbo, 1 in a hobby. And about
That's
a $300 jump when you go to jumbo.
But you have, that one color blast. You have the home field advantage. You have all these inserts.
no home field advantage.
Right.
But you are adding in. We were talking about a few of them. You got radiating rookies are still in there. You've got the patch on. You got the patches. You've got the ultraviolet.
That's what I was gonna say. Ultraviolet's becoming really
Fanatical
popular.
is out there as well. The Fortune 15 looks to be a little more because they've put Fortune 15s and other products that they're not really.
That's more of a finest design.
Right. Those are never really huge hits or anything, but those seem to be getting pushed a little bit more. So,
well, there's a funny meme, and it's kind of it kind of just represents what Panini was, the end of Panini. But Panini had an insert in Phoenix called Genies, right? And it was funny because it was a Josh Allen genie that it was in Phoenix, and it's Lameem James, so it's humor. So he's basically commenting on the Panini one, and it's like, this is trash. I can't believe you guys took Aladdin. What the hell? Trash company, Panini. And then Topps mocked up one with a genie lamp and color, similar looking card. And it's Josh Allen as well. And it's I love this. Great design.
Game changer.
I'll do anything for this. Mike Rubin, eggplant emoji, all this stuff, right? So it's kind of that. We've had these designs with Panini, and I don't know what Panini did to just disparage their rep. I know there was reward points and redemptions and all this other stuff that plagued Panini, but it's Topps is doing some of the same stuff, but it's all good, it's fine.
I think the redemption thing, if we're going back to things that they have learned and that were leaving in the past, I think the redemption thing was huge. And the win Topps was then 10-year redemptions, which essentially you're essentially just saying redemptions never expire at that point. That to me was okay, yeah.
So you're telling me to gain the love of the collector community, that's all Panini had to do was to just.
It would have gone a long way.
You do realize that Panini for a long time honored expired redemptions.
They did. That's the part they don't.
But they didn't openly go out and say it. But if you basically had a redemption that was 3-4 years old, and you put it in through their system, it would process and work.
Right. They just never made it public.
You go back 5 years ago and you do that with Topps. Well, that wouldn't work.
And isn't this?
I don't think it was so much the expired redemptions. There was just. I mean, if you look at, I'm gonna give them props to Topps here. There's very few redemptions.
There are not.
There's not that many.
I agree.
Panini, what product was it? National Treasures of some years, it would be every box would have 2 or 3 of them. Sometimes it'd be back to back. It was the last Immaculate was the worst. It was there was every box with 10 cards in the box, there'd be 3 redemptions.
Yeesh.
Well, okay. Remember, and we've talked about this product a lot now on this podcast, but Topps Diamond 2015.
A lot of redemptions.
It was almost, I feel like you were getting 2 to 3 redemptions a box.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was also scary because that was the last licensed product they were going to have.
And the whole redemption thing where you're right. Yeah, we all knew if this card's big enough or if it's a huge name or whatever, still send it to Panini. They're probably going to work something out with you. But it just also speaks to the marketing job that Topps and Fanatics is doing, where they get the word out and every single person in this world knows what's happening, where I don't think Panini had quite the same push when it came to that stuff. So I think it just makes a difference too.
I mean, one thing that I worry about the Panini era, right? Because we're now in the Topps era of football, or back into it, is, you look at the years that Panini had football. You look at 2012, basically 2010. What did they got it in 2010?
Yes, and then they had exclusive from 2016 on.
Right. So there's basically 15 years of Panini football, and some of it was playoff. You go back a little farther, it was playoff, and playoff made national treasures and stuff like that. What star besides Mahomes do we have to hang our hat on from that era at this point? So is it going to be just forgotten? I know people are like, oh, kabooms, blah, blah, blah. But there's almost like a dead era after Mahomes, Breeze, Peyton, all these guys.
Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
Sure.
But those guys are not proven yet.
Lamar Jackson.
I think Allen's pretty proven at this point. He just hasn't won a Super Bowl.
These are all. I mean, that's like saying, well, Dan Marino wasn't proven. He didn't win the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean,
but Dan Marino was in the same era of Joe Montana, so there was at least that. It was John Elway. Like, you go back farther, you got Peyton Manning, you got Drew Brees. Those guys all won championships. Aaron Rodgers won a championship. All these guys were proven
Josh Allen
Hall of Famers.
He can't win a Super Bowl by himself.
No.
Like, he needs some other.
Well,
other
then,
players
yeah.
around
So
him.
I guess with that in mind, I mean, when you think of the most iconic Panini cards, what are the most iconic of that era? I mean, I think obviously anything Mahomes does come first and foremost.
Plus, Mahomes went to in the last decade, Mahomes has gone to every single Super Bowl.
Right.
Pretty much.
And that's why there's nobody else.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Stafford, and he's 2009, so it's before the Panini
Hurts.
era. You got Hurts.
And Hurts, yeah, I mean.
And people don't like him for some reason in the collecting community. They don't. His prices don't justify what he's done in his career.
I think the player, yeah. I think this year kind of proved everyone who was skeptical about him.
Joe Burrow
is maybe the one you can hang your hat on.
I think 2020 when I
get what you're saying. Jalen Hurts, for whatever reason, is just not very collectible.
I mean, unless people are going because you always see these videos of oh, I'm going to break 2,000 Bowman Chrome because I'm going to chase, Patrick. I'm going to chase Tom Brady rookies, or I'm going to go to 1998 and break Peyton Manning. 20 years from now, people are going to be I'm going to go back to 2019 and chase Kyler Murray. I'm going to go back to 2020. I mean, 2020 is the only one that's maybe.
I think 2020 is when I think of the year of okay, what's the defining Panini year other than the Mahomes year?
Yeah,
I think 2020.
There's no fault of theirs. It's just the talent level. Stalled out.
There's a major issue with that though, with that specific going back and
redemptions.
Yeah,
well, because Joe Burrow is a redemption in a lot of products, and very specifically, he is a redemption in National Treasures.
And I'm sure now with the license switching over to Topps, things really get gummed up, and you're what's gonna happen here? How all that.
And I mean, honestly, if you ask these new collectors that are in the age group of 20 to 30, if they'd rather have an NT RPA or a Kaboom, they're gonna say Kaboom. So the NT RPA, unless it's a generational player like Patrick Mahomes, I just don't see it. Contenders used to be Tom Brady Contenders, the best card you could ever have as a football fan, besides the Joe Montana. That's the card you want. Nobody wants Contenders after that. There's no other player in Contenders that people want, maybe besides Aaron Rodgers, which is still not Panini. It's playoff. Maybe Drew Brees. But the era of the 2010 to 2025, who are you going to chase?
There's a lot of non-QBs, I feel from those eras too, that we're not talking about. The Justin Jeffersons of the world and Derrick Henry, who have been Christian McCaffrey. These guys have been incredibly consistent, are probably building Hall of Fame resumes. They're just not QBs. So there's
the 17 product is going to be what it's 2050 and we're going to go back in time and we're going to chase the greatest of all time, Patrick Mahomes, or one of the greatest. I don't know if he wins any more Super Bowls, but if he does, that's what people are going to go backwards and rip is 2017.
That's true.
It's a loaded product. You got McCaffrey and you have Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
Yeah. Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
That's true.
Didn't sign. I mean, that is probably one of the only products that is hard to acquire is 2017 products football.
Yep.
2018, 2019, 2020. I mean, you can go get it.
Well, would you rather buy a 2018 product or a 2020 product?
Maybe 2018.
Yeah. Give me 18. Especially now with Darnold winning.
Winner. Yeah.
Saquon, Darnold.
Baker?
I'll throw Baker. Obviously,
Allen.
Lamar, Josh Allen. Just that alone. That's enough.
Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
The chosen one?
Chosen? I mean, look.
We can't go like more than
$25,000.
His market right now is on fire.
His market has never been hotter.
It's never been hotter.
Fred Warner, shout out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Fred
he's
Warner.
in there. So, just a little bonus.
Yeah, I think 2018 for me too. I mean,
yeah. 17 and 18. There's a good run there. If you were talking Panini products, like that's a solid run.
Well, 17, 18, and who did we have 19?
Kyler and Daniel Jones and Nick Bosa.
and Debo.
Man,
And
and 19 was also good for. I mean, Kyler was
was the guy.
the guy.
And you know what? There's still a shot. I think Minnesota. I think we're gonna see the Kyler renaissance.
But and then you look at that and specifically like Kyler is going to get a shot in Minnesota.
Yep.
What does that do for JJ McCarthy? We're not that far removed from JJ McCarthy being the number one chase in football products.
No,
We are not.
And that's why I think if you look at the pattern of like Hall of Fame caliber quarterbacks, they come around every like 8 years or so. So I think I almost feel like Topps lucked into this next era of, and I don't know if that's gonna be Fernando Mendoza. I mean, he surely has all the talent level, but if you look at it, you start at 98, you got Peyton Manning, right? And then you get lucky 2 years later and you get basically Tom Brady. And then you go to 05 with this Aaron. And then you go to 09, Stafford. Then you really don't have one again until 17, right? So now you're in that era of 7. There's nobody else. You're due for somebody.
If Allen wins one, I think we view him in the same. We view him in he's the Peyton to Mahomes' Brady.
Yep.
I feel like the hype leading into Lawrence. Lawrence was supposed to be that guy.
He was supposed to be that guy.
He was, and he's still.
He's still competing. They made the playoffs, and
he had a way better year. He had the year he needed to have.
Yeah, but I
year.
wouldn't go out and start investing in Trevor Lawrence.
No.
right now. I feel like that would be a risky move.
Yeah, agreed. He's not nearly where he was out the gate.
I mean, what? You'd put him 10, 12 in top quarterbacks in the
Yeah,
league.
top 10
He's a middle of the pack guy, right?
I think he's sniffing the top 10 at this point.
12.
I think so. Yeah, sounds about right.
And I know I got the shirt on, but I mean, undervalued Brock Purdy too, going to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's like
NFC Championship.
35th.
Okay.
Quarterback's probably.
I'd pick him over.
Probably three guys out
You
there.
can safely say you'd rather have Brock Purdy than Trevor Lawrence.
I'd rather have Kirk Cousins.
Right now? Yeah.
Brock Purdy over Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. I don't.
Playing this game again.
I mean, he's got Mike Evans to throw to this year, and Christian Kirk.
Hey, Christian Kirk.
Can I win games without having a quarterback?
I mean, Trent Dilfer and you
Yeah.
know. Did you see what Panini did with that duel in silhouette? I mean, like this just shows you that they don't give an F. Yeah,
Okay.
we pulled one.
That's a Leaf move. If you don't know what we're talking, Lawrence Taylor, Joe Theismann on
Dual
a
auto
dual
booklet.
auto.
Yeah.
That is a very I was shocked. I thought that was a Leaf card at first.
No,
Couldn't believe it.
I mean, there's no other. They're not like buddies outside. They didn't play on the same team. They're tied to one event, correct?
That is
They're tied to one of the most gruesome
The
injuries.
same division.
Sure, but come on now.
I mean,
we know that's like a Scott Cousins Buster Posey card. What we all know what you're doing right now.
Unfortunately, that's one of those.
Or a Nolan Ryan, Robin Ventura.
Yeah, I'm a buyer on that
Yeah,
card.
that'd be sick.
That's awesome.
Dude, we need to have more of that stuff. But that is the moment where if you're like hanging out with friends and you're talking about injuries and you're like, you know, have you seen that Joe Theismann? Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, dude, you got
Yeah.
And are you okay? Are you squeamish? Are you yeah.
Yeah.
it's like one of those moments, and unfortunately at Joe Theismann's expense, but it's just that's that moment in time that like you show all your friends for years, and now there's a card of it, and I don't think Panini would do it in 2022, 2023, 2024. So,
But the photo isn't from
No.
that, because that would be
That would be
that
really.
would be taking it. That would be like, we're not hiding behind anything here. This
Yeah.
is what this is about.
No,
we're done.
We're not gonna don't draw your own conclusion. We did it for you.
and I'm pretty sure they didn't ask like Lawrence Taylor probably doesn't care where it goes, but like I'm pretty sure if they're like, hey Joe, we're gonna put you on a dual auto with Lawrence Taylor, I'm pretty sure he'd say, nah, I don't think so.
Well, that's the beauty of stickers, right?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Put him on whatever you want.
That was
you would. I
wild
mean, yeah, you would never probably be able to do that. Leaf did a Jim Everett, Jim Rome card.
Yep.
That's sick.
And it was posted. Jim Everett on Twitter was like, he actually at Jim Rome. He's all, I don't remember ever hanging out with you and signing this card, but it was a sticker.
Yep. Yeah, there's some Pete Rose ones where they throw him on some with some interesting subjects. That was pretty shocking to see that out of opinion.
I know you're a Rams fan, but that's Jim Everett's career. It was made right then.
No, that was Jim Rome. That was Jim Rome's career.
No, Jim Everett.
No, Jim Everett had arm talent. Like he was a Pro Bowl caliber.
I get you, but if you're in the weeds of football like you are, yes. But if you're a casual walking around and you're like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Who are you?" Jim Everett, and they're like, "What did you?" I was the guy on Jim. Oh, you're the guy that flipped over the table. He's known more for that than he is for football.
Well, with a certain age demographic, I mean, you ask a 20-year-old kid about Jim Everett or Jim Rome, they're going to be like, "What are you talking?"
But they
about?
probably remember the clip. They may not remember the names.
I think that whole thing helped Jim Rome a lot more than it helped Jim Everett.
It did, but I think he's known for that.
But maybe. I mean,
it's certainly
not in the Rams fans' eyes. We're known as him just being a great one of the greatest, if not the. He's definitely up there as one of the greatest.
He's
quarterbacks.
like the Niners' Steve Bono. I mean, like that's where he is in the.
No, he's like the Niners, like Steve Young.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
was going to be generous and say maybe a Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, I mean it.
That's number 2 on the pecking order for the franchise. Steve Young, Jim Everett, number 2, and
100%. I mean, I don't even know
over Kurt Warner. Because to me,
generally, I think Kurt Warner probably is 1A. Jim Everett could be very easily 1B. He spent a lot
about
more.
Stafford and Goff?
Stafford is up there. Goff is.
Well, Goff went to a Super Bowl. Did Jim Everett go to a Super Bowl?
Goff is like Mark Bolger. They're like they're in the.
That's fair.
But Mark Bolger is a top. Mark Bolger is probably a top. Like the Rams have not.
Well, Mark Bolger went to the Super Bowl, right, and lost. He was at the Titan. No, that was the Titan one. That was
a few playoff runs though.
That was Warner.
Yeah, post Warner. A few playoff runs.
Warner lost to Brady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he went to 2.
Yeah. So Warner but he went to 3 because he actually went to 1 with the Cardinals.
Right. Oh yes. 2 with the Rams.
Famous Steeler Harrison halftime touchdown.
Yeah. All right. Jim Everett. All right. Fair
Jim
enough.
Everett 1A, Kurt Warner 1B, and then you got it. Stafford's probably up there now.
What's Stafford have to do to get higher? He's won an MVP. He's got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's been there for what, 4 years?
A little more than that now, right? 5? What are we going on?
It's got to be Kurt Warner, then Stafford, then maybe you could say Everett. But I think I would, as a fan on the outside, I put Goff in there.
Most Ram fans would probably. I would say it would probably go Warner, then Everett.
What about Norm? Was it like Norm Van Brocklin?
Roman Gabriel?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going back a little bit.
He's entering year 6 as a Ram.
Okay. Well.
Who, Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Time
flies.
That's probably about the same amount of time as Kurt Warner played with the Rams.
That's, almost exactly. I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Stafford will probably, when everything's said and done, it's hard to say because he's still got a couple more years left in the tank. A couple more Super Bowls, a couple more MVPs.
This is the last hurrah.
He'll go down.
He'll go down Super Bowl to LA.
Once he retires, he'll go down as the greatest Ram quarterback. He actually is going to go down as the greatest Lion quarterback.
Yes.
I
think that's already locked in.
How many players have that on their resume where they're the best franchise quarterbacks for multiple teams?
Brady didn't play enough.
Don't have a lot of challenge. I mean, you're John Kitt, the great John Kitna. You just disparaged John Kitna's name, dude.
And Sean Hill
and
Rodney Peete.
Yeah, dude.
There's
great lineage of Detroit Lion quarterbacks.
Is Brady de facto the greatest QB in Bucs history, or is that not enough time?
Ooh,
just only 3 years, so it's tough to say. But he did get a Super Bowl.
Who would be the greatest?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Brad Johnson won one, but
right. I think he's automatically the guy. Real quick, going back to, we'll leave the Topps Chrome football conversation here because I'm just looking, because it's the 2025 Gold Shield, or the Gold Shields are the 2024 winners, as we talked about.
Yep.
The 2025 winners will be in 2026. Topps Chrome. Do you like this group better than this year's group? Stafford, JSN, Myles Garrett will have a gold shield, auto and relic. Tetaroa McMillan, Cam Schweisinger, and would it be I can never say his last name right for Saints QB. Shuck. God, I can't ever do it right.
Tyler Shuck.
Because my brain, I know it's Shuck, and my brain is like Schaff.
He won Rookie of the Year?
He won Rookie of the Year. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Does he gets a gold shield?
Yes, because Jaden has a shield. And no, I'm sorry.
So it'll just be Tet.
Never mind. Yeah, it will be.
It'll be Tet, and then who won it?
And Cam Schweisinger.
I mean, I know Dan's going to lean on the staff.
It's not even a question.
But Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and who was defense?
Saquon. Jared Verse, and it would be Jaden.
I'm not going to lie, and I just says a lot about the talent of the Rams organization to basically both years have somebody in there, right?
I mean, that's one.
Well, are they going to have autograph versions of those?
Oh, Pat Surtain as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's going to be auto versions and just one-of-one relic.
So is that Jaden Daniels' best card? It's technically it's not going to be labeled a rookie card.
I think it's probably his best. Yeah.
The best card. That should be, if Jaden Daniels comes out now, I know he had a bad year this year and he's dealt with some injuries, but I mean, electric rookie year, one of the best we've seen in a while. And if he comes out and he's, doing his thing, like this should be the best card of his.
Yeah. It's not going to hit the mark that it could have. If this had come out pre-2025 season, this is an insane card.
It's great because it's going to be Jared Verse's best card. You can get a Jared Verse.
There's
going to be a lot of players, like potentially all those players. It's like the best card that you can get of those players.
I would say other than Josh Allen, I think this is probably the best card of.
Yeah, because
maybe
Josh
even
Allen,
Saquon.
You can get the NT shield,
right?
Flawless shield.
Yeah. Saquon too, but the other three, I'd say, this is their best card, pretty easily. Yeah.
Who won in? Drake May or Bo Nix did not win, right? It was Jaden.
It was Jaden.
Yeah. Wow.
It was Jaden's year.
Yeah, Drake May didn't start the season.
Well,
I think it was Brissett actually was
the
quarterback. And I would say
they only won like 3 or 4 games that year.
Yeah, and he showed some flash at the end of the season, his rookie year, but it was going to be Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, they made it to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
Before we go, we'll shift gears. I do want to get, because we mentioned we wanted to talk Kevin O'Leary at the top of the show, and now I'm glad.
Oh, you guys haven't talked about it yet.
I'm glad Doug's here, that we're going to talk about it. He's talking a lot. Kevin O'Leary.
I'm going to sue everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to sue everybody. So you went on.
Do we have any context of that? Because I saw the clip, but I don't understand what's going on.
So basically, and again, really the clip is the context. It's just he went on the Iced Coffee Hour show, podcast, and was asked about some of his worst deals, toughest negotiations, stuff like that. He threw a few out, and he says, you know what? This one just happened 48 hours ago. And then the whole thing, and for those who haven't seen it, we'll drop the clip here, and you can hear it yourself for Kevin O'Leary.
In cards, when you make a deal, because you're working with people all over the world, when you finally come to a price and you say, are we done? And the other side says, we are. It's sold. It's over. And in this case, I've never seen it happen before, but he reneged. The piece is now tainted because from my legal perspective, I own it. The other buyer, everybody that touches that card is going to know that I'm going to litigate for my legal claim. So that card is going to be very hairy for the next few years. Even though it's a very valuable card, it's probably going to become very famous because of the litigation, not the card. Everybody that touches that card, I'm going to sue them.
This card is going to be, what do you say? This card is going to be very hairy. It's going to be a very hairy card.
It's forever going to be tainted. Like it basically is never going to have the value it should because of the deal that got, reneged from me.
Right. Which I guess my gut reaction to it was.
I think he needs to understand our industry a little bit more.
Exactly.
Because I think people are going to, first off, do we know what card it is?
No,
we have no idea.
No context of what card it is.
It's probably going to be something with Jordan, Kobe, Curry, LeBron. One of the three. I think it's based on his buying patterns. Yeah, I mean, the clip went viral. He is a mascot for what he's doing, and you know, yeah, love him or hate him, and I think there's gonna be a lot of haters to him. A lot of you know, hobby purists that are like, you know, this guy is coming in our hobby and he's got all this money and screw him and all this other stuff. But yeah, I mean, did you guys? By the way, I don't think you've seen this. There was a Shine video floating around.
The one I think it dropped as for this recording dropped yesterday. The triple that he pulled.
No, so this one, and there's some. I'm just gonna paint the picture because there's people on the internet painting the picture about it. He's got a mail day, right?
I saw it.
Right, and he's got stuff coming in, and he's like, you know, he's pulling out like, I mean, these are insane cards. He's got like the Pod Parasha Cooper Flag.
Okay,
and he's got the PSA 7. But he pulls out this Jordan. It's like an exquisite Jordan, and he pulls it out, and he's like, and he's kind of like thinking about what he's gonna say, and he's like, you know, this is last year exquisite Jordan patch auto, and he's like, just went for too low. He's like, you know, the guys that were going to bid on it were like, one guy was, you know, jet lagged.
Yeah.
He's like, the other guy was asleep.
He's on the West Coast or something.
He's on the West Coast, so he's like, it just went, you know, kind of low, as I had to kind of swoop in. So the underlining thing, and that's very vague statement, right? It's very vague. He doesn't really name any names. He doesn't say anything. What people are like trying to insinuate is that there was some people involved in like a shill bidding thing with this, right? Like, you know, this card should have been 50,000, or I don't know what it sold for. He didn't say prices, but I'm just throwing a number out there. It was going for too low, so he had to jump in and save it. So, but mentioning 3 or 4 other guys that were supposed to buy it. So, as a buyer, how are you privy to that information, right? And I know that group maybe is closer than, say, somebody bidding on a silver rookie of Josh Allen. You know, it's a very exclusive group of people that can afford those cards. So maybe that's just common. But I think what the Twitter world, and once again, not coming from me because I don't have as much money as he does, is the Twitter world saying like, well, how do you know these people that are bidding on this card, right? So
yeah, I think
his
right.
mail day was like it was probably like $5 million for cards. He's like ripping them and just like throwing them on the floor.
We know there's that website, that vault that he and Kevin O'Leary seem to have co-founded.
Wondershine, yeah, and that's the connection to this. If you're like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Shine is a big, exquisite Jordan collector, big collector overall, has the insane cards. Luka's, everything. They're on display at Fanatics Fest at the National. He's been there. You know, guy from Miami, looks like Pitbull, kind of, if you don't know who he is. In a sense, I mean, he doesn't like anybody saying that. But he's linked up with Kevin O'Leary to make Wonder Shine, so Mr. Wonderful and Shine, Wonder Shine. And it's a conglomerate, like, investment group on cards. So to tie it back into Kevin O'Leary here, it was a video that was floating around of him doing his mail day, and he's done mail days for years, and he's, like I said, he's got probably the best collection in the world. But it was just a little odd to say like, oh, these guys weren't available. So
I mean, I think especially in the world of high stakes bidding and auctions like this, and because I guarantee you, I mean, Kevin O'Leary, he really keeps going back to modern art. This is what this is. This is how I view this. This is where it was 60, 70 years ago. This is how I view the cards now. Those guys all know each other. They're probably they might be in a text thread together for all
maybe
we know.
That's
I don't
it.
know.
It's like, hey, did you really want this, Jordan? Like, I've already got a few. Like, go ahead. You know, like, I'm not going to bid you up. And that's maybe a more realistic part of the story, is that, like, it's, hey, I know you've been wanting an exquisite for a while. Go ahead, man. But he was like, I can't let this go for that less because I got to protect my collection.
Right.
I can't let a Jordan go for 20% of what I buy them for normally. Right. So maybe that's what he's alluding to. But I think it's being spun of like, I don't know who's bidding on cards that I bid on, but I bid on $200 cards.
Yeah.
Right. So, but when you get into that 20, 30, $50 million cards, not 50 million, but $1 million cards, there's an elite group of people that are probably involved.
Right. Exactly. I think that's really what it comes down to, is like these guys know each other, and I'm sure they're talking to each other. Hey, did you see this card? Did you see that card? Whatever it might be, or the cards that are going to go in certain vaults. Hey, whatever it is. So, I
mean, what are our thoughts overall on Kevin O'Leary? What do you think?
Annoying,
Cody?
So annoying. I'm done with it. That's how I feel. Obnoxious.
He does what he does. He does it well.
Sure.
He's great on Shark Tank, dude.
Yeah. Like, he's a show. Look, and he admits it. I'm not trying to be anyone's friend. He knows he's a showman, all that, but I don't know. I'm turning the show off. I'm just a little tired of it. It's obnoxious. I think that there's people who might be on the outside looking in, and they see a guy like this who is, yes, a showman, but he's also going to be very off-putting and very obnoxious and very like representative of what you might think everything wrong with the world of like, here it is, this guy right here, and here he is trying to make himself the mascot of this community when no one asked for this. No one, like, the hobby's been chugging along just fine and been huge just fine for a long time without him.
But isn't it, and I'm not in this tax bracket and I don't claim to be even close to it, but isn't it, it's just like if you're a rich guy, people don't like you, right?
There's that too, yeah.
Like, so you got that going against you.
And he knows
too.
that. I think even the beginning of this interview, he says, I'm trying to be the villain.
Yeah,
he's leaning into it.
I mean, it's one rich guy and then flaunts it and then obviously is like flashing.
He's wearing 2 watches in this video, by the way.
Flashing.
And they're probably like $1 million watch.
He's got 2 watches and 2 phones in front of him. And I think someone in the comments was actually pretty funny. He's like, man's wearing 2 watches and he checked his phone for the time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's, again, he's kind of, there's a little bit of a character at play. He's leaning into that. But at the same time, I do think there's a lot of truth to who he is, because this is the way, like, I'm listening to the podcast, I'm going to take his word. Like, this is how he views things.
Well, and I think, there was another part of that interview that wasn't regarding cards. And I know we're going to wrap this up here soon, but it was actually eye-opening to me as a business owner. What he said was that he used to pay social media guys, or I guess he called it people that gather leads, right? So more of like an e-commerce social media. He's like, I used to pay these guys like $40,000 a year, and they're dime a dozen. And he's saying now the valuable people that are converting and getting leads and bringing customers to wherever he's selling, $250,000 a year. He's like looking for people like that. So I'm like, to put it in context, the reason I'm saying that is that, like, I think he's playing this kind of game with what he's doing with the Wondershine, right? That, if you eat dinner with him, he's not acting like this, but he's out there like, I gotta go viral. I'm an old rich guy. I already got that going against me. So I got to say some outlandish stuff. I got to say stuff that's memorable in every moment that I have to grow this other thing that I'm doing. And I think that's all it is it's a shtick. I mean, it's Jeff Wilson's doing the same thing. I mean, Jeff Wilson actually piggybacked and said he was the guy that did the deal, but it was on April 4th.
Yes, I think that was his big April Fool's Day thing this year, was saying he's the guy who backed out. This is going to be a very hairy card. I don't know why that quote keeps popping out in my head.
I'm kind of done with the April Fool's stuff now on the day of the internet, right? It used to be like and it's showing my age. In 1995, it was like, your mom put the cereal in a different cupboard, and it was like April Fool's, and you're like, ah, ah, ah. Now it's like, the Niners have traded Trent Williams to the Cowboys, or it's like the world's going to end. Oh, April Fools. It's like, and it's all over the internet, right? It's like,
it's also too, the internet has ruined April Fool's Day, because I just go on, like we talked about at the top of the show, Topps did not announce the football deal, even though with basketball, October 1st, boom, here it is. They went out of their way and went, can't do it.
And now it's tough it's a tough news day, because nobody could really drop anything, because the engagement is going to be like, well, is this real?
There was a story about, it said the oldest living land animal has died. It was like a 194-year-old tortoise. Incredible. And everybody was like, April Fool's, and to the point where somebody then did an April Fool's joke about that, where they were like acting like, yes, I'm the tortoise's handler, and I was giving it a bath, and whoops, I slipped, and the tortoise is gone now. It's like,
jeez,
so
dude.
Even that, we can't just be like, enjoy this, like, wow, what a crazy story. This tortoise lived for 200 years, and can't even enjoy it.
Yeah, real news that happens. You got to wait. And you know what? I got to hand it to the social media department of Topps to be like, whoa, what day?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I had a friend of mine, the rocket that's going to the moon.
Yeah.
He texted me, we're going to the moon. I'm like, no, we're not. April Fool's, ha ha ha. We're going to the moon again. He's like, no, turn it on. It's on right now. We're going to the moon as we speak.
Jeez.
So yeah, April Fool's Day. Let's retire it.
Let's do it.
I'm done with April Fool's Day.
Yeah, let's get rid of it.
Bye, Kevin O'Leary and April Fool's Day.
Bye-bye.
Kick rocks.
Bye-bye, April Fool's
See
Day.
ya.
And ABS.
Oh yeah,
People were hating
you're
on me
digging
on
your
that.
heels in on that one.
Well, there was a person that brought up a good point about the 5% of the ball like shouldn't be a strike.
Yeah. Actually, did you see? I was watching the Giants game last night. The Daniel Susak, what a night!
The baby, dude.
Yeah, got on base 4 times.
The baby was the highlight.
Yeah, Dayton. Yeah, that was very funny.
That was everywhere.
That was very On top of everything, he then was like, in like the 7th inning, he went, let me see. It was like a ball 4, and he went, well, let's see. And I kid you not, the outside corner, like the teensiest bit, like a quarter of an inch, he got it. It just nips the outside corner. I would say 99% of the ball is out of the zone, but just a little bit caught it.
It should be
for a strike.
50% of the ball should be in the strike zone.
Even his reaction was like, all right,
I mean, it should be
Is
more
he a catcher?
Yeah.
So and his brother is Andrew.
Yeah.
His brother's Andrew was there.
They actually, when they
Was Andrew holding the baby?
No.
Okay.
when they introduced him on opening day, which was technically they did Thursday.
They did it on
They did,
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, I know. They had 2 opening days.
Yeah, so they had the second opening day. I was watching. They were like basically going over the whole roster, and they announced Daniel Susak, and they made sure that they were like former Giant, brother of former Giant,
Former
Andrew
World
Susak.
Series
Well,
champion.
it's funny because I turned on the guy. I didn't get home till about like 8. I think I turned the game on at like 8:30, and moment I turned it on, it was when I think he got his 3rd hit. I think it was like the 7th inning.
Yes.
And they flash to the crowd, and they're jumping up, and I just see the baby with Susak. I'm like, man, I got an Andrew Susak jersey. I'm like, is that Andrew Susak? I didn't realize. And then they're like, oh, what a great start! 3 hits in his first game, and I'm like, oh my god! And I'm like, I was like, damn, that's a big.
It feel good. I mean, we haven't had
story.
hitting like that out of our catcher position
Since Buster Posey retired.
Buster Posey retired. I mean,
Trade Bailey.
I don't want to hate on Bailey, but Bailey can go a month without getting 4 hits.
Yeah.
So
It's just wait. Around these parts, it's gonna be a lot of talk. We'll see.
Well, we should probably let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. Check out mojobreakshop.com for all your latest wax needs, and hit us up on all the break channels. We're on Fanatics Live. We're on Whatnot. We're on TikTok Gaming, and mojobreak.com, and we'll see you on the next hype.